Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this live section. So guys, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Honestly, I am so devastated to hear that 200 persons, including 5 security personnel and internally displaced persons, including IDPs as well as children and women, have been reportedly killed in a bloody attack by suspected terrorist headers on Yelewata and Daudu communities in Guma local government area in Benue State. Guys, Fulani bandits attacked these people in their home. And by the 200, some were burnt alive in their homes. You can see what these Fulani people are doing, these terrorists. You can see what they are doing in this country. Is this what Tinubu promised us? In fact, you need to see what happened. Like, the massacre was so much. 200 people, both, young men and women, children, little children were burnt alive. This happened in Benue, in Yelewata community. It was really a great massacre. Just last week or last month, they talked about the attack that happened in the same Benue State. And then we are hearing another one again. 200 people lost their life in this attack. What is the government doing about this thing? Is this what Tinubu promised us? How long are we going to be hearing this thing in this country? How long? We have the military, but still, people are still vulnerable to these bad guys. These bad guys fearlessly invaded people's houses, even with the presence of the police. In fact, some security personnel lost their life due to the attack. These people were with a lot of weapons. They attacked the people. Guys, really need to see the massacre. VDM was in Benue State today at Yelewata community. He was there. Guys, he showed, even people, children, they were burnt to ashes. Young people, they were burnt in a room. These Fulani bandits entered their homes, poured petrol, opened their door, poured petrol, and then lighted up everywhere. These children died, both young men and women, in Benue State and Yelewata. It was really a big massacre. Is this what the government promised us? Is this what Tinubu's government promised us? This thing happened yesterday. Tinubu has not come out to address this matter. In fact, he has not even gone to that community to know how they are doing and to, pay a condolence visit. But Very Dark Man, a common citizen has gone there. Very Dark Man was there today. He even, gave some people money. People, farmers, that there was a farmer, according to what they said, he was the richest man in that society. He packed up his rice. There's a place he store his rice, his warehouse. Do you know that these Fulani bandits burnt everything? This man was crazy, even lost his brother at the process. In that scene, lost his brother. VDM had to compensate this person. Now, what is the government, what is the Nigerian government doing about this? What is the military? Has the military gone to, pay their condolence visit to what happened? These people are real sponsors of these bad guys. Now, I'm going to share a little story of why insecurity will not stop in Nigeria. This is what a fellow Nigerian soldier shared. I'm going to still share what he said. These people are the real sponsors of insecurity in Nigeria. Look at what is happening. But we have a government. And then you come and say that, we have democracy tomorrow. No. Remember when Nnamdi Kanu was, warning Nigerian government of the dangers ahead, of the dangers of these Fulani people, of the dangers of these Fulani terrorists, and Nnamdi Kanu was warning them ahead. That one day your eyes will open and you will see that these people are not your brothers. Now, what is happening? These people are attacking Benue, attacking Plateau, attacking all the whole, they are around all the whole 36 states in Nigeria, causing havoc and violence. But what is the government doing about it? These people are with weapons, plenty weapons. Look at Benue State is bleeding. 200 people lost their life in this scene yesterday. This attack happened for hours. The attack started around 10, according to residents there that survived. And then it ended by 2 in the night. Guys, can you see? No military personnel came to their rescue. It was only a nearby policemen that were fighting, which some even lost their life in the process. You can see what is happening. The government are just so silent. The only thing they will talk about is the election, 2027 election that is too far. They'll be talking about it in 2025, checking who would defect from PDP and enter APC. But look at the crisis that is happening. I heard that even Nigerian government are even putting out in this Iraq and Israel war. When all these things that is happening in Nigeria, you have not even come and address it. That's to tell you the kind of country we are in today. Country that doesn't care about, their citizens. They don't care. And after they will say we have a democracy. It's a lie. Nigerian democracy is dead. You don't care about the people. When we go out to protest, you don't do anything. The Kwara State people, they say they are tired of, burying their loved ones. The government is not doing anything to stop. Like I said, if Nigerian government wants to stop insecurity today, they can do it. They have what it takes. Nigeria have what it takes to end insecurity, but because of one reason or the other, they have choose to allow these bad guys patrol. There was a soldier that came out to lament why, or to talk about why insecurity will not end in Nigeria. Now, one thing is, all these bandits that are attacking everywhere, once they capture them, what do? They rehabilitate them. They said they are now repented, and now they push them into military. People that have unalived so many people, caused violence, destroyed people's farm, destroyed many families, many homes. After that, they will say they have repented, and then Nigerian government will push them into the military. Why will insecurity end in Nigeria? Like I said, if Nigeria wants to end insecurity today, they have all it takes. They have the money to do that. They have what it takes to end insecurity. But because of one reason or the other, they have refused to end insecurity in Nigeria. Guys, let's look at the article. Let's see what really happened in Benue State yesterday. It was indeed a big massacre, a great massacre in Benue State. Benue State is bleeding. So here it says IDPs, soldiers, women, children among 200 killed in a fresh headers attack on Benue community. This thing is happening yesterday. I remember when the governor of Benue State came out to lament on the attack that happened weeks ago, and now another attack is happening, and this time around 200 were killed in their homes. They did not go out. In their homes. So people are no longer safe even in their houses. People are not safe even in their own houses. That is how bad insecurity is now. These people are not scared because they know that people are backing them. So reading on, it says about 200 persons, including 5 security personnel and internally displaced persons, IDPs, as well as children and women, have been reportedly killed in a bloody attack by suspected terrorist herdsmen on Yelewata and Daudu communities in Guma local government area, LG local government area of Benue State. Now, this attack happened in Yelewata. It happened in 2 communities, Yelewata and Daudu community in Guma local government area in Benue State. Now, the attack, which came days after the people of the area alleged received information of the impending coordinated attacks by the marauders, left many others with varying degrees of injuries. Now, the invaders were said to have stormed the Yelewata in their numbers from 2 fronts, and after overpowering the youth and the police personnel who stood against them, opened fire on defenseless IDPs who were taking refuge in market stalls at the community member. Now, look at how the attack happened. According to people that, survivors, people that were there when this thing were happening, the survivors, they said that these people came, they said that everywhere was rainy, the rain was falling. So they were indoors in that community. They said they were indoors, and then immediately when rain was falling, these headers came. They came, and then they came to the police station in Yelewata, and they attacked the policemen that were there. The police, according to what the residents said they tried their best. The policemen, they tried their best, but because of these people are more weaponized than them, they won. They fought the policemen, and some policemen died during that process. And now, after that, these people were in 2 places. These bad guys, they were in 2 places. One were at the front, near the police office in Yelawata community, and some other group of these same bad guys were at the back. So it was like there were two, there were two groups. One was in the front, one was at the back. So one was attacking the police, while others were, conducting their own attack on other people. That was how the incident happened in Yelawata community. So it says the invaders were said to have stormed the Yelawata in their numbers from two fronts. And then, after overpowering the youth is the people that even showed up. The youth of the community, they try to, defend themselves, defend their community. But unfortunately, these guys are more weaponized. These bad guys are more weaponized than them. So they, bite the youth, some of the youth, and injured many. And also police personnel who stood against them opened fire on defenseless IDPs who were taking refuge in market stores and the community. So it was gathered that several families who killed and burnt in their houses and in the Yelewata market store, with many of the victims being children and toddlers who were slaughtered like animals. It was really a bad scene in Yelewata community in Benue State. Imagine toddlers, children from 1, 2, 3 years were slaughtered like animals in Nigeria, and we have a government. This is painful. Is this what Tinubu promised us? Is it we have the military, people that claim to be protecting us? We have them. We have so many security outfits in this country. Why is it we are still vulnerable? Why is it these bad guys are still operating in this country? 200 people, not chickens, human beings, died yesterday in this attack. They died like chickens yesterday in this attack. So several families were burnt alive. These people invaded their house, poured petrol, and then set them ablaze. Children burnt. I'm going to play a video for you guys to watch. Very Dark Man was at Yelewata today. He showed many places that was burnt. They burnt these places down. And just you guys should just know that this thing is not only happening in Benue State. This thing also happened in Ebonyi State. In so many places in Imo State, these people are, killing, massacring everywhere, causing violence and havoc in this country. And then the president is not saying anything about it. The president is silent, folding his arms and watching. Imagine, mere citizen like Very Dark Man was the one that had to go and, pay his condolence visits, reach out to them, give them some money. Those people, those farmers that lost their crop, just like a farmer in that place that stored his rice, he got burnt. Rice worth about 27 million got burnt. Where do you want this man to start his life from now? How do you want him to build his life back again? This is what people are seeing in Nigeria. Insecurity has finished Nigeria. If this thing keep happening like this, look at just yesterday, 200 died. Not to talk of the ones that have been dying since the 2 years or since Tinubu entered seat. That is why I told you that if you start keeping track record of people that lost their life in insecurity, it's actually impossible to do that. You cannot track it. You cannot keep record of it because there are so much. Just yesterday, 200. And believe me, this thing did not just happen in Benue State only. Even in that same day, it happened in different states too. To see both the ones that are reaching our ears in this country and the ones that are not reaching our ear. This is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria has gotten to the extent that these bad guys now invade people's houses. And my people are not even these people, they did not go to their farms. They did not go to their farms. They were in their house, resting because of the rain. According to the residents, they were in their farm before. And the rain started, they had to, go and stay indoors. And then these people came and burnt children, toddlers alive. This is so bad. This is devastating. That we have the military, the chief of defense staff, the chief of army staff, we have the senator sitting there, we have the ministers, and all this thing is happening. This is so bad. Children were killed, toddlers were killed, were slaughtered like animals. So reading on, it says, why the attack on Yelewata was ongoing, another set of these bad guys, marauders, also in their numbers, besieged Daudu, in the same Guma local government, but they reportedly met a strong resistance by the youth and security personnel, leading to the unfortunate death of some security personnel. So, as they were doing this thing in Yelewata, another group also attacked Daudu in the same local government area, that's Guma in Benue State. And then imagine policemen were the ones now against, they were fighting, trying to defend their people. The youths, they were trying to defend their community. That was what led to the death of some security personnel, because they were trying to defend their community. And a community leader in Yelewata and former acting chairman of the Benue State Universal Basic Education Board, CUBEB, Mr. Matthew Mayan, who held back emotions as he spoke. He said it, he according to him, he said it was another day, another dark day for the people of Yelewata, Daudu, and Guma local government area in Benue State and the entire state. He said it started last night at about 11 p.m. when Fulani terrorists came from the west part of the Yelewata and started shooting. So the policemen and young people who were there tried to engage them. Suddenly, another group came from the east part of the community and they overran those trying to resist them. They killed our people, poured petrol on the stores in the market, and burnt them. In those stores, we had people who moved from places like Branch Day and people displaced from nearby villages who slept in them because they. So according to this person was trying to narrate what happened, how the attack started. And he said it started last night at about 11 p.m. when Fulani terrorists came from the west part of the Yelewata and started shooting. So the policemen and young people who were there tried to engage them. Suddenly, another group came from the east part of the community and they overran those trying to resist them. They killed our people, poured petrols on the stores in the markets and burnt them. In those stores, we had people who moved from places like Branch Uday and people displaced from nearby villages who slept in there because of the proximity of the police and soldiers there. And we learned the soldiers came out to defend the people. As of now, As of now, from the name they were putting together and the number of the families of the people that were burnt and killed and running to over 200 now. They killed and burnt people in their houses. They will pour petrol and burn the whole places where people were sleeping. We had a family of 15, some families of 12 men and their two wives, children, and every one of them burnt. It is a terrible sight, guys. I'm going to still play the video for you guys to see for yourself. According to what happened, just like you said, they were, these people came in two places. Some came from the west of Yelewata, some came from the east of Yelewata. Two groups that came to attack in Yelewata. And then they said that some of the stores in that place, people that were displaced, because these people that are displaced due to this attack that is happening in the Benue State, so many people were displaced, and then where they sleep is in the stores where they pack the whole warehouse where they pack farm crops, and then these people came, poured petrol, and then burnt them to ashes. It was really a bad sight. I'm going to still play a video for you to watch to see for yourself what these people did in Benue State. So reading on, imagine five people, a whole family, 15 family of 12 men, some family of 15 with their two wives were cleared, died in this scene, guys. Children and everyone were burnt alive. Families were burnt alive in this scene, in what happened yesterday at Yelewata. Benue State. So reading on it says, I've asked them. So reading on it says, as for now, from the names they were putting together and the numbers of families and people that were burnt and killed are running to over 200 now. They killed and burnt people in their houses. They will pour petrol and burnt the whole place where people were sleeping. We had a family of 15, some families of 12 men with their two wives, children, and every one of them burnt. It was really a terrible sight. Reading on itself, I have asked them to search for the families and put the names together because some have been burnt to ashes. Those who were rushed to the hospital were up to 46 so far. I have learned that about 20 have died and we are still putting the report together. He lamented that it was a planned, unprovoked attack, adding that for over 1 week now we received reports from Nasarawa State that terrorists plan to attack Yelewata, Oko, Otuse, Yobo, and Daudu. So they are moving to attack these places simultaneously. So, according to what this man said, he said that they received attack, and then that they received information that these bad guys were going to attack this community. They had information that these bad guys were planning to attack Yelewata, Oko, Otuse, Yobe, and Daudu. So they are moving to attack these places simultaneously. So unfortunately, the same day, the ones at Daudu were dislodged, and we learned 5 soldiers and police personnel were killed sadly. From the information I received, I think one of them was a rank of a captain. We learned more than 300 terrorists were camped close to Daudu. So guys, you can see what is happening in Nigeria. These bad guys have their groups in Nigeria, but we have military personnel. They have come to Nigeria and created group ISWAP, Boko Haram, and a lot of them. Whatever. There's one that they just they formed recently. That group is a terrorist group. It's so unfortunate that we have this group and then all this thing is happening. All these things, we have them, and then we have the police personnel, we have military, and all this thing is happening. This group are still in existence in Nigeria. And the point is that when they catch these people, they don't keep them in prison for life, because anyone that commits murder is supposed to be in prison for life. What they do is they go and say that they are repented, and then they push them to the military. And you're telling me that insecurity will end in Nigeria? So guys, you can see what is happening. It was really a bad sight. Guys, take a look at what Very Dark Man said. Very Dark Man was present at that place yesterday.
All right,
He went
so
to
I am
pay his
live in
visit.
Yelewata in Benue State, where the attack took place yesterday that claimed the lives of over 200 persons, the herdsmen attack. Now, what my eyes have seen. All right, so I am live in Yelewata in Benue State, where the attack took place yesterday that claimed the lives of over 200 persons, the herdsmen attack. Now, what my eyes have seen, my mouth cannot speak unless you people see it by yourself. So please follow me with the camera. Now, if you notice something, you can see the smoke still coming out because everywhere was burnt. Please take the camera around. Now, let me show you this thing. Please, this video is very sensitive, so it might be very disturbing for you. So a warning is on the video. Thank you. Now, these are human beings. This is a child that was burnt to ashes. This is another one. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. Please. This is number 4. This is 5. This is 6. Now look at the skull of this one. This is 7. These are their bones. These are children that were burnt in this place. As I am counting now, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just in this room alone. Look at their bones. Look at their bones. Please zoom in these bones. These are their bones. Now in this room again, this is another one. 1, 2, 3. See their bones as well. They were bones. They were all bones to ashes. Now let's go outside. Now this is another room again. This is another person. This one you can see. This one is still even very much fresh. The body is still very fresh. It's another room again. Another room again. This is another place again. Please come. See their bones. Get it. See bone. This is the bone of a human being. See, this is a child. This is a child. See another one. These are children. These are children that were massacred here, burnt to ashes here. Now, the reason why I came here, I'll go and interview some of the persons that were there, that witnessed everything, that can explain. The reason why I came is, one thing I've noticed is that it seems the government don't know what is happening. Maybe because it is not in their faces yet. I don't know why back in the day, when things like this happen, the news, the media bring it to our faces. But nowadays, it's as if maybe they have paid them not to come and talk about things like this. And it's... Please, bros, let's just go. So, please, who is that man that was here yesterday? Please, can you come? I'll still take you guys around the area so that you can see. Bros, please. Good day. My name is Very Dark Man. I just came here when I heard what happened. I came here to see the situation of things, and I'm not going to lie to you. What I saw now really broke my heart. Seeing all these people burnt to ashes, it really broke my heart. So I have just one purpose: to put it out there for the government to really see what is going on. You know. So please, can you tell us what happened yesterday? You don't need to use English. Use pidgin, more the flow well.
Okay. Yesterday we were in our town at around 10:45.
10:45.
Yeah.
In the morning.
In the evening.
In the evening.
That is in the night.
Yes.
Then it started raining, so we were indoor. Then at about that time now, then the husband Fulani men just came nowhere. They started hunting us at the police station over there.
Yeah, at the police station. That's where it started.
Yes. No, fully, they knew very well that the police station are there and they are wear arms, preparing for whatever that will comes. Then from there.
Did they chase the policemen away?
No, the policemen were there to attack them. They did their job.
They did their best.
Their best. Then from there, knowing that, okay, they have attacked them fully there, then another group was down here without the notice of the policemen. Then they started opening the door from one door to another. They were with many weapons. They break the door. While entering into the door, into the room, they'll pour the fuel, and then
light fire.
And then that is how it started. And we are hopeless. And what you have seen here now, a lot of people that die in our community is unexpected. We did not believe that such will happen in our own area, such will happen in our own town. Because we were thinking that the government is there for us. But around 10:45 p.m., there was no security to come to our aid. It is our community youth
that
stood up for this. We were hopeless. From 10:45 p.m. it started. Then It was around 2 o'clock. These people did what they want to do.
And they left.
They left.
Did you people manage to even exchange or fight anyone, or even take one as well? As they are tying your people, you fighting them. But did you manage to even take the life of any one of them?
Yeah, the youth tried a lot. Tried. What they would have.
No, none of them.
None of them. But what I mean is,
they tried their best to defend the town.
From there, the security came. When they see the policemen, sincerely, we need to appreciate the policemen, because if not for the policemen, this town would have been down now. What you would have seen here would have been a mess.
Okay, let me go around the place because I saw a lot of places that are burnt.
Yes.
So please, let's go together.
Very dark.
I saw the amount of people. There. I was here. Yeah. Even here too. How many people? How many people do you say was killed there? 40 people. 40. Yeah.
Yes.
40 persons. Here, how many?
This is where they were right now. This is the place.
This place 35 persons.
35.
Yeah.
So we move down.
Which place?
Let's go down.
Let's go down. Let's go down.
Okay.
Where they were like that was the one that was bound inside the room. You see those things that were being covered here. It was them that they were burning people.
So, guys, you saw what happened in Benue State, how children were slaughtered like animals. Guys, toddlers, children, men and women were burnt alive, in their houses. People that was displaced because of these bad guys, they were displaced. So they had no place to stay down, to stay in stores where they pack food. And then what happened? These people came in and burnt them together with some farm crops there. Toddlers. If you watch that video, you will see, skulls, bones of people, burnt skeletons, burnt alive. This happened in Benue State at Yelewata. Now, the president cannot go to actually know or see for himself what happened. I feel like, is it that these people doesn't know what it means to lose loved ones? Is it that they are not seeing what is happening? Very dark man, in a mere or a mere citizen, in a normal citizen had to go, a common citizen had to go and to Yelewata to even see them. This is to tell you what is happening. If it's the president cannot go and help these people, or do you get? This is what is happening in Nigeria. He cannot even go and pay his condolence visit. He's now very dark man that had to go there to pay his condolence visit to them, and show his condolence to the people that lost their life. Look at what is happening in Benue State, and we have the military, we have the government. Let us know that Nnamdi Kanu has won this people right from time. Has won them. When these Fulanis came to this country, how did they come? They were imported from Benin, Chad, Niger, Senegal to Nigeria to start attacking people. They were imported in form of soldiers. They impersonated soldiers, and in the night they go for their attack. These people now they attack during broad daylight. Even army captain lost his life during this scene. For so many hours, policemen for so many hours, these people, what do they call them? The military. They could not even come to rescue these people. This is so appalling that these people lost their life. Their houses were burnt, farm crops were burnt. The farmer, even the richest man in that community, according to him, he said he packs his rice there, and guess what? His rice burnt to ashes. Even the people living in that store, they were all burnt, even small children. What is the crime? What is our crime in this country? Is it bad to be a citizen of Nigeria? Even in people's homes, oh, they did not leave their house. In their homes, these bad guys came and attacked them to show that even in your house, there is no peace. You're not at rest. Everyone is vulnerable to these bad guys because the government has refused to caution them or to stop the killings in that place. So let's continue. It says, it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. Everybody aware that the people want to take over Benue. It says it is heartbreaking. Everybody is aware that the people want to take over Benue State. There is no two way about it. They only want to grab the land. So now you see that the mission of these people is that they want to take over Benue State. They want to grab the land in Benue State. So if you go to the east side, this is what some community members, people that survived this attack, were saying. It says if you go to the east side of Yelewata, Fulanis have taken over the land and given it to some of their people to be farming. Guys, can you see? See what the Fulanis are doing. This same Fulani people is the same people that the army, according to a soldier that came to confess, he said that the army deputy commandant is building houses and borehole for Fulani people, without even, trying to caution even if you're supporting the Fulanis, at least as a deputy commandant, and you're seeing that what these Fulani people are doing, they're causing havoc, killing other, their fellow Nigerians. What do? You caution them and stop the killings and not building houses for them. You're building houses for them. Are you trying to compensate? Are you trying to like applaud them for a job well done? What are you trying to do? You're building houses for the same people that are killing Nigerians, that are terrorizing Nigeria. Are you trying to applaud them for what they are doing? You're building schools, and you're building you're building schools and boreholes for them, according to a soldier that came out to expose some military personnel, their superiors. He said that the deputy commandant is building schools and borehole for Fulanis. Are you trying to applaud Fulani terrorists for what they are doing? Why don't you um, caution or stop the killings in Nigeria? Why don't you caution them? Why don't you bring them to order? Right now, people don't know the good Fulanis and the bad ones because of what these people are doing. Nigerians have generalized it. So this person said that they have taken over the east of Yelewata, and the Fulanis have given over to some people to be farming for them, and they do not want anybody to go there. So this is the planned issue that is being executed. It was a coordinated and well organized attack, which is why some people came from the east part and some from the western part, to attack, to execute the attack, to make sure they bring the place down. So now this attack was they came in two groups. One came from the east, one came from the west. So according to what the person was saying, he's saying it's an organized attack. That is why they came from two different places, to make sure that they bring the people down so that they can take over the land. According to the survivor, he was saying that if you go to Yelewata, the east of Yelewata now, they have taken over the east, and they have given it to some people to be farming for them. And now they want to come and take over the whole land in Benue State, and they don't want anybody to go there. This is the plan. That is why they came in two different places so that they can bring these people down. Reading on, it says, I can understand why innocent women, children, and toddlers were murdered in cold blood. Children had their necks slitted and were killed like animals. I cannot understand it. We had wanted to move all the corpses to the road, but I recall that there was a time we did that, and three persons were killed by security personnel. Also, the president of Association of United Farmers, Benue Valley, AUFBV, Chief Denson Ubobong, who also lamented the carnage, blamed it on those who called Lakwarawa group Lakwara bandits. Lakwara bandits is one of the notorious bandits group, and then they're the most wanted in Nigerian streets. which Nigerian government knows that they are sponsoring these people, but they have refused to pick them up. And if they pick them up, if they eventually pick them up, they will say they are repented, and then they'll push them into military. These are the terrorists that are protecting Nigeria today. So Obobong said the association received Obobong said the association received the report. Bong Bonbong said the association received the report of the very disturbing security threats to TV farmers in Yelewata community of Guma local government area. As suspected Lekwara bandits and herders killed over 62 internally displaced persons, IDPs and farmers, and houses were burnt with families beyond imagination. The death toll shall rise as the search and the rescue mission is on. Many were burnt in stores. I am right here in the ground. 85% of the victims are IDPs who ran from Asa, Dauka, Kadako, and Giza area and took refuge in various stores in Yelewata market. The death toll shall rise as the search and rescue mission is on. Many were burnt in stores. I am right here on the ground. 85% of victims are IDPs who ran from Asa, Duka, Kadako, and Giza area and took refuge in various stores in Yelewata market and among residents. Many has been hospitalized. According to him, the IDPs in Yelewata are still farmers. They only ran to take refuge there. While it is important to separate them, it will help us understand the deteriorating situation farmers are confronted with, even having run from sacked. So now, the major people that lost their life in this attack are IDPs people that came to Elewata to take refuge. Now they ran from, according to what they said they ran for Aksa area in Benue State. They ran from Duka. They ran from Kadaku and Giza area, and then they came to Yelewata market store. That was where they live. And then these bad guys, came and set them ablaze alive, guys. This is wickedness. These people have their hearts at the back. They are so heartless that they will come in, and burn fellow human beings alive, even toddlers. Their neck were slitted like animal. So according to him, the IDPS, the IDPS, the IDPs in Yelewata are still farmers. They only ran to take refuge there. While it is important to separate them, it will help us understand the deteriorating situation farmers are confronted with. Even having run from sacked homes to DIPS camp, terror still followed them unabated. So you can see these people that are running away from these bandits, they were displaced because of these same bandits, and then they came to Yelewata to live. They live in the store in Yelewata, they are running away, but these terrorists still follow them and attack them, burnt them alive. It was really a bad sight, guys. It was really a bad sight. Now, what is the government doing about this thing? What are they saying about it? The only thing they talk about is the election, the 2027 election. These people have nothing good for us in this country. They don't have good plans for us at all. They don't even have plans at all for Nigerians. The only thing they want to do is just to take over power, and just be there without acting. Is that the kind of people Nigeria needs now? Nigeria needs people that can truly, sit with the affairs of Nigeria and make a change. That's what Nigeria need. We don't need someone that will be there and be looking. No, that's not the kind of people Nigeria needs now. So reading on, it says, reacting, the special advisor to Benue State Governor on Internal Security, Chief Joseph Ha, who confirmed development, said, I cannot I cannot give an exact account of it because I'm not there physically, but I'm aware that this ugly thing happened yesterday in Yelewata and at the back of Daudu. There were two different attacks. I cannot give the exact number because I do not have the details. Meanwhile, a military source who preferred anonymity confirmed that 2 military personnel lost their lives in the attack. He said, "We lost 2 military personnel in that attack, but I cannot tell you more than that." Reacting, the Benue State Police Command, in a statement by the Public Relations Officer, Deputy Superintendent DSP Udume Edit, confirmed the development but failed to state the casualty figure. So they said DSP Udume Edit confirmed the development but failed to state the casualty figure. Part of the statement read, "According to our information, it happened in the early hours of today where suspected bandits invaded Lled town. The police and tactical teams posted to the town and reinforcements responded swiftly to the attack and engaged the attackers in a fierce exchange, and some of the attackers were killed in the process. But it is with great sadness that we report that some individuals lost their life and others sustained injury." So this is what happened in Benue State yesterday. Is a very devastating story. People lost their lives. Toddlers, they were slitted in their neck. They were some were burnt to ashes. Family of 15, family of 12 lost their life in Benue State. 200 persons, were the figure that lost their life yesterday in Benue State. What is the government doing about this? And imagine very dark man, a common citizen, is going to go and pay his condolence visit. When we have the president, we have the governor, we have the president, we have the military. They cannot help to stop insecurity in Nigeria. All these people talk about is election, which is very bad. Guys, remember when Nnamdi Kanu was talking about these Fulani people, these headers? What are these people doing in our farm? What are they doing? What is their work? They carry cows around, causing violence and terrorizing the whole Nigeria. These Fulani people are all over the 36 states in Nigeria, causing havoc, terrorizing everywhere. It's not high time that if we governors had to even involve themselves in this thing and then pass the anti-grazing bill that will stop these people from entering farmlands, stop the Fulani bandits from entering farmland. They claim to be headers. Why they carry AK-47 around? I remember when Nnamdi Kanu was telling them that these Fulani people are not, they are not one of us. That they just come, they pretend to be one of us, and then very soon your eyes will open. But they did not listen. Look at what is happening now. 200 people just yesterday lost their life. Take a look at the broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu where he was warning Nigerian government and they refused to listen. Guys, take a look.
Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Benue State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Benue today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulani have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you in 2014, 2015, 2016. They said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are boarding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiala is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It doesn't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the.
So guys, that was when Nnamdi Kanu was, warning Nigerian government of the these Fulani guys, telling them that these people are dangerous, that when they will start their attack, that it's going to be a huge, great massacre. And now it's happening in Benue State, in Imo State, in Ebonyi State, in all over the states in Nigeria. This is what Nigerian government would have listened to him, and then all these things will not happen. Nigerian government know what they are doing, because if they don't know what they are doing, all these things will not happen. If they say today they want to end insecurity in Nigeria, it is going to be possible. They have all it will take to end insecurity in Nigeria. But unfortunately, these people they don't mean well for the people in this country. We're talking about food, talking about starvation, talking about the high cost of living, and then insecurity. It's really a slap on night. It's really a huge one. Like, Nigerians are really passing through a lot in this country. Nigerians are passing through a lot. Things are not moving well, and then these bad guys are still killing us. We are struggling to survive. In a country that is struggling to survive, you still see the president increasing VAT, increasing tax. How do you want people to survive in an unproductive country where people are struggling to eat? Some don't eat even 3 times a day. Some don't eat at all. Some starve. And then you're increasing tax. Where do you want them to get money from? You want to cripple Nigeria. These people don't mean well for the people, and they claim that we have democracy. They don't know the true definition of democracy. Democracy is, for the people. It's for the people. These people don't listen to the demands of Nigerians. Just the other time they protested. Even in Democracy Day, people went out to protest. What happened? Did they listen to their demands? And this attack happened yesterday at Lled. Children were killed. Many people were killed that day. And these people that were killed, they were actually, living in IDS camp. They were refugees in that place, meaning that they were running away from these bad guys. And then these bad guys now came to where they are, staying as refugees, and killed them. This is so bad that we have the military, we have the president, we have the ministers, we have senators, and all this thing is happening. It is better we don't have them there and this thing is happening. It is better. Nigeria, there's no government in Nigeria. There's no democracy. Democracy has died. There's no rule of law. Nothing is moving well in this country. Nothing is moving well. That is why they have to declare Biafra. Let everybody go. Let Hausas go. Let Igbos go. Let Yoruba go. Let's see where all these things will come from again. The division of Nigeria is the best thing. It will not take a Nigerian government anything to divide, because we cannot we cannot be hearing of this story again. Is this what Tinubu government promised us? Is this what they promised us? Is this what how do we keep when would this thing end in this country? Every day we keep hearing of this massacre. 200 people killed in this Benue attack. So guys, we've come to the end of this live section. Do well to hit that subscribe button. Also like and share this video. Also drop a comment. Let's know what you're seeing on this headline. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.